So now we come to the final assembly. First step is to fit the wheel onto the headstock. So the wheel with the skirts on that we made earlier, that pushes on. Personally, again, I like to just pop a spot of glue on here just to make sure that it's not then going to come free. All the way around. And that will go nicely. So you might find that it fits one way round better than the other, but bear in mind the garter hole has to be at the front of the bell, so it's going to be positioned like that. The garter hole needs to be there. So the garter hole sits there, and then the bell will sit on the frame there. So the garter hole is just this side. So just push the wheel on there, pop the bearings on, and then you'll find that she sits nicely just in there. So the bearings go into those bearing holders just there. There we go, she's freely swinging. You might find that just initially on brand new bearings doesn't swing quite as freely. That's quite normal for a brand new bearing. It's to be expected. And then just with 2 bolts, just go in, just nip it up ever so slightly. I find it's generally easier just to turn the bell round a bit for doing this. And I get one side, both bolts just nipped up, and then I just nip them up for the final little bit once they're both about there. Then you don't need to do it until it's in contact at both sides, just so it's just nicely holding the bearing. As I said, not too tight, but not too loose. There we go, and then the other side, exactly the same procedure. Of course, it's not quite so easy to just move the wheel out of the way here on this side. So this side's slightly more fiddly, but it's still relatively easy to do. Again, just do it in both sides up until they're both virtually there, and then just nip them up at the end. So that's nearly there. Just going to nip this side down a bit more. Just want to make sure that the gap is even on both sides of that. It doesn't look too bowed or anything either. And then just going to check this side again. Again, I want a nice even gap. And there we go. One complete bell model with working slider. Ready for, if you wish to put a rope on, use the garter hole. Brilliant. There we go.